Previously on Book of Spring.
The party continued on deeper into the woods and came across a well set amongst a field of flowers. While investigating the area, they found the remains of the young Whisperwill girl and laid her to rest. So, you all just laid Lily down to rest.
Hopefully she's not going to haunt us.
Okay.
We were respectful as we could be.
Oh, she's
You're
going
very
to haunt us,
respectful.
seriously.
Could I do a magic?
Yeah, sure. Tell me what you want to do.
Because my question comes on... So, Arthur doesn't know how to do magic.
Yes.
And there is a spell called Spirit of Oban, which is a fall magic. Oban is a false festival where spirits of the dead return home. The spell releases the soul of an undead-type monster from our world, returning to their side. Basically, it's just returning the soul, kind of like Kubo and the Two Strings.
Okay, yeah.
That festival with the spirits.
Yeah.
In the game, the spell is twofold, where it's basically turn undead, but you have to cast it twice, once to do it, once to release it. So in this sense, could it be like sending her spirit home? Could
If you want to flavor it.
Yeah,
Because
that sounds like straight flavor. I dig it.
I think that, yes, you can do this and you can flavor it and tell me how this happens for Arthur. How does this magical spell and what happens?
So for Arthur, he doesn't know how to do magic, but in this funeral process that we're all doing, it's kind of like a ritual. He's got the will to wanting to put this person to rest. And maybe in this process, his mind is just put forth the will for this to happen.
Yeah.
And it does. So maybe just as part of the funeral, her spirit is
Sure. I
released and
think
returned
how
home.
it manifests is that breeze that you guys felt when when Jake started to howl. You see all these loose petals just congregate in like a dust devil around her grave and then just fly up into the air and then dissipate out into the four winds.
Okay, and it cost me 4 MP, which I think is worth it.
So then all of a sudden Arthur's like, this is really emotional.
To put a soul to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Just
doesn't
eat a couple apples. And
he doesn't know
Well.
that he casted it, but
Okay.
he feels different.
yeah.
So now that this has happened, what are you guys' yes?
Sorry, do I know he cast it as a magic user?
As a magic user,
Am I like, did you just cast magic?
No.
But I'm asking. Do
yes,
think I would know?
you would notice the magical elements of this.
Maybe he and I need to talk sometime.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything.
I'm not saying we'll talk about it right now. Maybe this is like an epilogue screenshot.
Arthur's just
Book of Winter,
confused.
maybe.
He's like, sure, I guess. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yay.
Don't
All
make
right.
it hot for me.
All right. So what do you guys? What's your next plan of
Destroy the well.
Is that what Arthur or is that what
Actually,
Jake wants to do?
That's not a bad idea.
It says don't drink, so it's obviously the
Could we-
well's bad.
Maybe we could collapse the...
Do we want to try to figure out what is up with the water first?
Yes, because Lily had mentioned, it has special properties. She
Yeah.
doesn't know them.
It has special
but-
properties to kill people, apparently.
But
Yeah.
what is the point of there being a poison well in the middle of this field?
Wait, well,
Also, weren't there supposed to be more notes at the cottage?
yes. I have a watering can that's full of this stuff right now. I'm just going to pour some on the ground, I guess.
Yeah, I want to also smell it and
Okay,
look
so
at it.
Colleen, you smell it. It smells crystal clear. Like it doesn't
It's normal.
It smells normal, and you're looking at the water properties, and it looks clean. And when the light hits it, it's just so sparkly. It just looks so inviting.
Does anybody have a match?
Oh, so are you gonna light it?
We have fire.
Yeah, I want to see if it sets on fire or something. We're in Ohio. So
Colleen strikes a match and drops in the water. And as soon as the flame hits the water, it goes out.
Perfect. That's
Okay.
all I needed to know.
And the matchstick just floats to the bottom of the watering can. Arthur, what are you doing?
She says it has special properties. I'm not going to drink it. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to kind of spray it around the ground. I don't know. I
Okay.
got a lot of water.
So
just pour a little out.
Yeah. So,
Pour one out
See
for the
what
homies.
happens.
So
Yeah.
you pour some out. I'm assuming you're like near I'm away from the grave, but in like
Yeah, I don't want to do that near the grave.
okay,
That's kind of just salting the wound there.
yeah, just pour one out. So you pour some out onto like grass.
Yes.
And you're looking at the grass, and it's one of those things where you're like, did that move? And then all of a sudden, it's like thicker in this area. There's more grass. And as you're watching it, it starts to grow. And, how long do you want to watch this for?
How fast is it growing? I'm not going to be here all day.
You literally, it's like 20 minutes
Does it
of the
look
and
like
all of a
time
sudden-
lapse?
Oh,
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
okay. That's weird. It's like super fertilizer. I'll hang on to this watering can. I'll hang on to this water. It seems like it might be good for gardening, but don't drink it.
We could bring it back to Paco's village.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He has all that dank weed.
Yeah.
Or dank,
Yeah, Jake.
whatever that
Jake,
was.
Babu. What are your thoughts around what just happened?
Destroy the well.
Okay, so I mean, it made it. It's
Does Babu have any more insight since he's like a fish person?
Yeah.
Give
In
me
weird water.
Give me a
Wanna try-
knowledge tradition.
Gonna try to breathe this water.
Right. Like, is there anything extra he can sense?
got 10. I think
I guess Babu, since you're also magical, you can tell that this is not normal water. There's obviously some sort of magical property
so
to
it's,
it.
it's not like a natural process. It's just like
It's natural to this area. Like, this isn't something that somebody made.
Okay.
It's not like a magic potion. It's a natural.
okay. That's good.
In your mind, you're like, this is probably a spring that is near a magic vein, essentially.
Okay, so remind me again. It's basically like supercharged the flowers you poured it on.
The grass, yeah.
The
made it
grass.
Made it
thicker.
accelerate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did say the grass was pretty thick around here.
Yeah. Like, basically, as you were walking through, as you got up to the well, it's like all of a sudden there's just like all these flowers and all this growth, and it's thick in
Yeah,
here.
that makes sense. I was kind of thinking maybe you said you got some. Did you seal it? Is it like a sealed bucket?
I mean, this is all I got to go on.
It's a watering can.
Yeah, it's a watering can. I'm going to assume it has
He also
an
has an
top.
open wash tub of honey, so
It's like Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley. It's okay. Like, once it's in
Okay.
the container, it's in the container. You
That's
don't have
what
to,
I was worried
Don't
about.
worry about sloshing and spilling.
I accidentally spilled this into my mouth.
Well, or something, or like you put it on the donkey and it like splashes all over them and then they die.
no.
Yeah, Crispin just his tongue.
Or
just
they get like
It would be
alopecia or
him.
something. Okay. As long as it's okay, I'm fine with it. I think it'd be good to take some back. It might be a handy
Here,
thing.
I'll write on the can. Don't drink.
Yes, a big X or something. Yeah, let's keep it away from our normal water too.
All right.
No, I think it's fine. I don't see a reason to do anything else.
Okay.
Whatever. Yep.
So it's probably been about a 6 or 7 hour day of walking for you so far. You continue on your journey. You'll walk away from this well. The grass starts to become normal again. It's still knee high. And eventually you come to there is another larger hill, larger than that grade that you went up where the well was sitting on. But this looks like it goes up. And inset into the side, there are stones and like pieces of logs, and like there's a stair go up. And you guys will climb up the stairs. And when you come to the top and you're on this like plateau now, essentially, it's this very, very tall grass. Like, it's now like chest high. So Jake, you can't really,
disappears.
you just basically walk in and disappear. Now you feel exhausted after that long trek up and then your full day of traveling. So camp check.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah, I'll do the. I guess we're kind of on an incline, right?
No,
Or we're
reached
right
the top.
before. Oh, we reached the top. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it plateaued.
So plateau, that's flat-ish.
Flattish.
Let's make a cottage.
Okay.
It did not fail,
Okay. Cottage appears.
and so
Camp check.
yeah, I'll do the camp check if that's still cool with everybody.
And this is
Go for it.
I'll be doing herb gathering.
Can I hunt for stuff while he's doing the camp check then?
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much done by itself. I just gotta put on the finishing touches,
Yeah.
make sure the cabin's not gonna implode. I got a 14 for the camp check.
So you're in now basically a grasslands. So that's only 6.
Ah, so easy peasy.
Yeah. So you're looking for herbs.
Yeah, just parting the giant grass and just looking through.
I'm doing hunting to get rations. Dex int.
Ooh. So I found a moonlight snowgrass. It helps focus the mind for 1 full day. When MP is used, 1 less MP is spent for every time MP is used.
Nice.
I can mess with that. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
Yep. Jake is off now running through the grass. And you guys
Hunting
can kind of
things.
see the grass moving as he's
I'm like a
going.
raptor from Jurassic Park. Where you just see I'm thinking of Jurassic Park
Lost
3.
World-
Yeah.
Lost World?
Lost World.
We need to put a plume on you so that
Yeah.
you're
A little flag.
You put a balloon on me.
bell.
just attach a balloon to me. It's just like, oh, he's over there now.
Just not too big of a balloon.
Yeah, I'll fly away. I don't know. My strength's 20 right
Oh,
now. He's
right.
probably-
You're just a boulder.
yeah, exactly. All right. So hunting Dex int, receive number of rations equal to check. If I fumble, though, I get injury 6 status. I roll the 10. I'm going to say It's tall grass, but we're still in forest, aren't we? We're kind of in a little clearing area almost.
It seems that way. So 6 would be your rations.
6 rations. Awesome.
You see Jake running around, and Jake, at one point in time, you accidentally disturb a pheasant's nest.
Okay,
and so you see some birds fly up, right?
Yeah.
And then now you know they're there.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me how you hunt down your pheasants, or give me a little scene of it.
I think he uses a sling to get most of them, obviously.
that seems
And
fair.
because his strength is ridiculous, he's like throwing pebbles at such a speed that just instant, like
Every
knock
time
them
you
out.
throw a pebble, there's a little sonic boom.
Yeah. It's like, whoa. It's a very terrifying sight for anybody who witnesses this
Yes.
moment where it's just like these pebbles flying at super speed. He's like knocking them all out one by one, and eventually some of them escape, but I ended up with 6 somehow. I managed to catch 6 before they all ran away.
Or flew away, yeah.
Flew away.
Okay, yep.
You supersonic throw one pebble, it hits a pheasant, explodes into shrapnel. It's like a frag grenade.
Cooks the pheasant until it lands
even-
like a perfect
or-
cooked pheasant.
Or an alternate story, since we're going ridiculous with it. He throws the pebble at supersonic speed, but it's not the pebble that kills him, it's the sonic boom. They all just knocked out from the...
Oh, they're stocked out,
They're
yeah.
all knocked out from the sound wave just exploding.
Like fishing with dynamite, but
Yeah,
with birds.
exactly.
They just weren't expecting it.
So Jake will come back and he's got
got
3
6.
birds in each.
Oh,
in
3
each-
birds?
Oh, each hand.
Oh,
so
okay.
6.
6.
Dang, Jake, you look like the duck hunt dog.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, it's so perfect. It exactly looks like, because the tall grass. Awesome. You gonna cook those pheasants tonight?
I totally am, and I'll have 2 left over, so... Writing down 2. I wrote it down 6, and I was like, well, I might as well erase and put 2. So I'm going to cook those.
While Jake's cooking, Colleen, what are you doing?
She's observing. What does the landscape look like? Is there a tree line
Oh,
somewhere?
awesome. I'm so glad you asked.
Okay.
Give me a roll. Let's do int dex. Basically, Jake, right now you're cooking as
cooking.
Colleen.
You want me to roll or just wait for...
Let's do Colleen's, and then we'll see how good of food you cook.
Okay, fair enough.
8.
Okay, yeah. So you guys have started to set up camp like right at not too far after you guys climbed up the side. So you're looking out in the distance, and you just see, like, this just looks all like complete grassland. You know, like this is just waving.
There's nothing out on the horizon.
You're like, huh, that's strange. And then you look back down the side of where you guys climbed up, and you could tell there's a difference in the grass. In fact, like, it's kind of actually abrupt, the change in from like where you guys started climbing up. Like, that's definitely like that kind of grass. And this is obviously something that is completely different. And you're looking at the change, and it starts to, you walk a little ways around, and yeah, it's like almost like a seam. And that's what you notice.
That's pretty weird.
Takes note, and then
Yeah. Hey, Arthur, is there anything in your book about this?
Yeah, let me look for
This weird grass?
what
Either
would that
how
be?
it changes or what kind of grass this is that we walked into.
That'd be a good start. Is it Dexent or is it an int?
I said dex int for perception, see hidden things.
Okay.
But
I
it's
will
also kind of like,
I will see the hidden things in this book. 11.
so Arthur, you look at this grass and you look at the other grass, and you're like, okay, these are
2 different grasses.
these are literally 2 different. No, it's like but it is strange, because you know how grass grows. This is
Right.
like
It's-
someone just like put down a whole nother type of terrain in the middle of this terrain,
AstroTurf.
and it's
It's like there's some kind of barrier because the way grass roots work. Like,
yeah, and like also Arthur, I'm gonna give this to you, like. This grass, like the grass out there is growing upright. This grass, this is obviously going in a very specific, like a pattern up as your guys are climbing. It's like perpendicular up. Like, I don't know how to, it's like radiating out from this hill.
You mean it's going at like a 45-degree angle?
It kind of follows
Perpendicular
the
to the ground? Okay.
curvature. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's kind of more obvious than most. Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay, that's fine. Jake, how's your pheasant cooking?
I don't know how to...
Let's find out. I'm probably going to fail, and who knows? Well, I hope this D20 comes in handy. And then I drop the dice.
I just don't know how to apply that.
I rolled
fine.
a 16.
Oh, yeah. So your regular rations go delicious. So then you will have +1 to your condition checks the next day.
Something.
Eat. Nom, 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 nom. And do you guys do your watches again?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will do another bedtime story.
Okay, sure. What's the story? Morning glory. I don't make face.
I don't Okay, yeah, this will be an actual story, not just me singing. I'll tell a story about
Starscream.
Yeah.
Tempted. Gosh, maybe Shockwave.
I mean, you could just reskin them if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, kind of like how I told a retelling of Star Wars essentially to the mushrooms.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Point. Yeah, I'll tell a story about a courageous ship captain with a treacherous first mate who ends up stabbing him in the back and throwing him off the bow. And then the ship captain is chosen by the sea goddess and comes back bigger and stronger.
Uh-huh.
It breaks his old ship in half
Well, that's
Damn.
weird.
and then comes to shore.
The end.
Plus one to your roll. Next roll. Everybody.
I guess the moral of the story is don't stab your leader in the back.
He'll come back and break his own ship.
Kill all of the mutinous crew, yes.
So you got to do a roll for that, right? So
Oh, I do, to make sure I don't fumble. Thank you for reminding
Put
me.
everybody to sleep before they could hear the end of the story.
yeah, that's neat,
No
Babu.
lesson.
I passed. Did not fumble.
Okay, awesome. So,
So
yeah,
plus
one
2
to-
tomorrow for our checks.
Unless we have to make a roll during watch or whatever.
Yeah, so tonight you will be doing rolls for your watches. There could be something.
Oh, yeah, you'll get a +1. So.
Okay, yeah. So who takes first watch?
I'll take first watch again.
Okay, give me a dex int. Everybody else is snoozing.
Yeah. fine.
You're outside.
I like doing watches when things get real weird.
I got a 15.
Dang.
So, yeah, I mean, we're up on top of this hill, so it's like
You could see
you can see everything around
right.
us.
So I think, Babu, what happens for you? So watches are what, 4 hours each or 2 hours each? 2 hours each.
I imagined we
2,
sleep,
4, 6,
we
8.
rest
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
10 hours total,
Yeah.
and then everyone takes a 2-hour watch so they
Yeah.
can get 8 hours of sleep.
So it's like sun has set already, and about an hour into your watch, are you just walking around outside?
Yeah, I think I've got my walking staff, and I do have my shank very easily reachable, but not like drawn. So I'm like circling the perimeter, making sure all the windows are still shut and
Sure.
like the door's still locked and
You
all
look
that.
at Jake as he's sleeping.
Yeah, Colleen, are you sleeping outside again?
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
So
awesome.
I'll check in her little burrow,
Yeah.
or whatever
Sure.
elves do.
Under the stairs.
So yeah, so you're making your rounds and you don't see anything. What you do notice is a feeling. And as you're walking, you start to feel like you fly on air. Everyone here's been on airplane except maybe John. So let's go with boat. A boat airplane feeling where basically it's like something dips.
Oh,
it's a
shit, this hill's alive.
movement. Like just the slightest.
This Torterra Garden. Yeah. Damn, that was the best scene in the whole
Yes, it
freaking
was.
movie. But yeah, no, this thing's alive. All right. What the hell is it?
And
Can
so-
I make an educated guess?
And so, yeah, go ahead. And as you're like starting to like go, oh, this hill's alive, you can start to see like the horizon slowly lift up. Like you're rising above like the horizon that you
Right.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's getting up.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll.
Is this the Turtle Guardian?
Roll your knowledge.
I got a 13. We didn't even bring a gift. What can I gift you?
You
The Giga Turtle.
you remember your talk with
the
Sheldon.
Yes.
I believe was that turtle's name.
It was Sheldon.
And like he talked about his cousin who
Yeah.
was like really big and he likes gifts. And you're like, oh no, it's a garden tortoise. We're standing on top of a garden tortoise. You rolled a 13.
I did.
What do you want to know about the garden tortoise?
I want to know how aggressive they generally are, like right off the bat.
Not.
I was about
They're
to say,
pretty-
I should hope not very.
They're pretty chill.
They're really chill. Like, and like most of them get to be like super huge. And so this one is
He's super old.
He's old. Yeah.
I'd like to use that knowledge also to see if I can find which way his head is.
Yeah, like, can we talk to him?
Potentially.
Yeah, I'd
Does
like
he
to.
know things?
I'd like to see if I can figure out which way his head is, and then I'm gonna go wake everybody up.
Okay. So give me an
17.
you are watching how this is now moving and you can see that like you can feel the pivot point essentially. So
Right.
you can see that it's to your left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll go wake everybody up. Everybody, get out of your jammies and into real clothes.
Oh no.
You've been asleep for 35 minutes.
It's time. I mean, yeah, it's probably been like. So you
Yeah.
guys probably aren't even asleep yet. It's just like
Is this part 2 of your story time now?
you're like playing on your phone or whatever. It's like watching.
The screen's dim, you're reading fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we make camp on a giant turtle.
Is that
Pretty comfy. I
chill?
like it.
Like, are we
It
allowed
seems
to
fine.
do that?
Seems fine so far.
I'm going to be honest. I think it'll probably be okay, but we should probably go say hello.
Yeah.
Just not to be rude.
I was about to think it would be kind of rude.
It's just sleep on his ass and not say
Yeah.
anything.
Also, turtles move.
Yes. And yeah, I don't know where he's going to go
I
or...
mean, probably not very far, very fast, I should hope.
Arthur's already fallen asleep.
Okay.
Wow.
Arthur straight up does not give a shit.
He's just too tired.
He's being
If you actually
rocked
are
softly.
asleep,
Yeah.
I will gently wake you up.
Okay. I was going to accept the slap too. That's fine.
I mean,
You just stab me with your stick. You wake up.
get up!
Arthur's brandishing the stinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the little murder
It's the only thing that keeps me feeling comforted at night. Nah, it's fine. Yeah.
So sad. Such a sad boy. All right, yeah. Let's go slide down to the
Slide into his DMs.
yeah, pretty much.
Fred Flintstone style. Just slide down.
Jake, are you excited about this?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just I'm getting tired.
Just tired.
Just tired.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, Jake's actually tired, or is John Allen tired?
Both. Just a little bit. Jake's probably super excited about this. Actually.
Hey, you still have the
Like,
20 strength. Maybe you can wrestle him.
I'm not going to try to wrestle a giant turtle.
Giant
I don't.
turtle.
How? I'm pretty sure this giant turtle that's giant to you is even bigger to me. So I don't think I'd try to wrestle it.
Okay.
What is the scale that we're looking like? How
So he's
big?
he's the size of a
Like
hill.
an acre?
So it's like they can grow up to 20 meters large.
Okay.
So it's just like 60 feet. So you guys went up
Oh.
60 feet, right? Or
Smaller than I thought.
is it?
That is
no,
smaller
is it
than
smaller?
I thought. Yeah. I was
60
thinking.
feet's pretty freaking tall.
I was trying to figure out how big is the plateau on top. I was thinking like compared to like a football field.
Yeah, if I Naruto run across, how long would it take me?
All I'm saying is like you, from where you guys were at on top, you can only see just because the curvature of his
Okay.
body.
Okay.
But
to
like,
clarify, are we talking Gamera size?
no,
I was.
not
That's kind of what I
Gamera
was.
size.
That's kind of what I was worried about.
We're
Like
not-
enough to
We're
put,
not on a kaiju.
yeah, enough to put a cottage on top, your cottage on top of, and like maybe like if somebody like 4 cottages wide.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
But you guys hadn't really walked too far past
Yeah.
the top of
Then
So he's big, but he's not like. I was honestly worried he was
like world size, like a
yeah, like
Yeah,
Gamera
okay.
or something.
A Serbian step.
Yeah.
see, now Jake's a little less excited about it because it's
I mean,
like a world turtle.
In
would've
my
been
head,
awesome.
in my head, it's like, yeah, it's just, it's
It
not
wouldn't-
like,
It wouldn't take a day to travel to its head.
yes, it would not take a day to travel to his head. It would take like 40 minutes to get
Okay.
to his head.
That's good.
40 minutes. It's still a long time. Are you talking about like a leisurely stroller in Naruto, right?
Okay, I'm thinking about city blocks now. I'm
a
really
kaiju
bad with
size.
sizes and like being able to like
That's
to
fine.
say it. It's just a
So-
large turtle. It's going to take you about 20 minutes to get to his head.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Especially since we're going downhill on a moving object, and we're trying
Yeah.
not to like fall.
Sure.
It became Shadow of the Colossus.
It kind of did.
You guys, I like how this turtle like it was huge and then shrunk down and went back up a little bit. I'm trying to like scale it right for
It's a
you
good thing we
guys.
got all this grass to hang on to.
Grabbing
when it-
onto the grass,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And like as you're walking through the grass and stuff, there's other herbs and plants and all sorts of varieties of stuff up here.
Joink.
I would say if it's about the size of a city block, you could probably get to its head within about 15 minutes
Yeah.
less.
Yep.
If depending on your hustle.
But
Yep.
also, you got to be careful so we don't slide off into the abyss.
That's true. What
All right.
abyss? There's nothing.
Is this
there's
saying
nothing
you
down
guys want to
there.
roll for this? All right.
I don't want to. Are you going to make us?
I'm going to make you roll now. Strength
can't-
dex.
Oh, no problem for me, then. Whatever.
Don't
I
fall
guess-
off the side of this turtle.
And okay,
I said no problem. Fumble. Ah!
and you guys do get +1 on this since that is your next roll.
Yep.
After I
That's
gave you the-
true.
I got an 8.
You're fine.
I got 10.
You're fine.
7?
You're fine.
I got a 20.
Oh my
a
god.
22.
Jake is like a
Definitely.
tightrope walker as he like walks on top of the blades of grass.
Right.
He's carrying all of us on his shoulder.
As a sleigh. He's become the Iditarod. So anyway, yeah,
Rolled a
you'll get to the head of the turtle.
Cool.
Cool.
And its heads out and it's like munching on stuff that's
Fucking
below.
tree.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
He's eating an oak tree.
Yeah, just eating a tree.
All right.
Yeah, do we want to send Babu in on this one?
Yeah.
Or
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna
Jake.
take.
He's a turtle talker.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my jar of honey with me. That's my gift.
Okay. Sure.
Probably pretty good.
Hi there, Mr. Turtle. We didn't get his name from his
No.
cousin. I talked to your cousin Sheldon a couple days ago. I thought we might run into you. My friends and I are on your back. Didn't really realize it was your back when we decided to set up camp here. I hope that's okay. I brought you this jar of honey, really rare honey. Just
Poured out on a leaf, I guess.
I don't know. Do you want it right now?
And so at this point, like, you're doing all this talking, and like, it's intelligent, but in my head, it doesn't speak.
He probably doesn't give enough of a shit.
It doesn't speak. Like, you're getting the sense that it's acknowledging you. Like, its head turned when you started talking, and it was just munching on its tree. When you mentioned, like, we were on your back, it just, like, slowly nods, hits head, and closes its eyes. And then you bring out the honey, and you offer it. Mm-hmm. It stops munching.
Yeah, I mean,
and its little tongue peeks.
yeah.
Give
I'll
it.
pour it. I'll pour one out.
Give
I'll
it.
pour it all. I'll spoon it out on him. I'm not gonna make him eat the jar.
Yeah.
Would ruin
Yeah,
it.
and so the honey drops onto his tongue, and he pulls it back into his mouth, and you could just see his head tilt up.
Arthur gets it.
Yeah,
And then
I
you feel
know what
a
he's
low rumble
He's galaxy
throughout the
brain.
body.
Right?
Yeah.
And like it just like gives a little shiver, and like the pheasants just like all fly up from his
Holy
body.
shit.
And you guys are like, whoa.
Except Jake, apparently, who
Yeah.
like killed it with his balancing check.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what happened there.
I would like to ask him. So he doesn't respond. That's fine.
I think that's pretty responsive, everything that you just... Oh,
Well, but I mean, like, he does it
voice-wise. Yeah.
vocally.
Yeah.
He doesn't vocalize. I think the only reason I got away with talking to the the turtle is because he's a turtle.
Yeah.
And, like, I can communicate.
With odd water.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's
This is
not, I mean, he's a turtle. Like, it's not the same.
Yeah, no.
I'll mention that we're looking for
What you're doing is you're trying to find
the fruit
The
of
fruit
dreams,
dreams,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Mr. Turtle, if you wouldn't mind, we're trying to head towards the fruit of dreams. If you could not take us away from there, that'd be fine. I don't expect you to carry us. If you wanted to, I wouldn't be mad. But please don't take us too far away. We've been traveling for a good while already.
And in the background, I shake a second jar of honey.
We have another gift or two for you to make it worth your while.
That was so silly.
Can you roll me? I wish there was a charisma check, but I think it would be spirit int.
15?
Okay, yeah. So it gets done, like, obviously eating, and it opens its eyes, tilts its head, and it kind of can see, it's sticking his head back, and he can see you up the side.
Yeah.
And
He's got a really long, flexible neck.
he has these really kind, like, old wrinkle eyes, and he looks at you. You guys don't see this, but there's a little green hummingbird behind you floating around. And I'm going to say the ones who are more perceptive can see the eye shift and then come back to you. And then its head turns, and then it starts to move in a different direction. And Babu, right before it closes its eyes, you just get the sense that, like, it's taking you where you need to go.
It's okay.
It's taking you to a place.
All right. Well, I feel like you're helping us out a lot, so thank you, Mr. Turtle. Does he want the other jar of honey? He didn't seem to. He didn't seem to care.
No,
He was
he
like,
just immediately turned and started to walk.
he got his rocks off. He's got a refractory period
Seemed that
now.
way. Yeah.
Yep. And so he'll keep walking and try to decide if. Okay, so you guys can go to sleep for the night.
Yeah, I'll tell him like, okay, we're gonna go back to bed now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. I'll scratch his shell and walk back up.
And it does feel like when you guys all get back into bed, it does feel like, being rocked to sleep on. It's comforting for Bobby being
I was
on the
gonna say
ocean.
that's good stuff for Babu.
Yeah. And you'll get your full 8 hours of sleep. And when you wake up the next day, you'll wake up because you'll feel that it stopped moving.
Right.
And when you wake up and, dismantle your campsite and pack up, you can look off the side, like you'll go towards the head is at, and you can see that there is it's a grassland, but there is a nice lake you're looking over a lake. And you can see a cottage by the lake. And then you feel the lowering as the tortoise sits down. And you guys can do your condition checks right now if you would like to.
Question: do I do my condition check with my base
Yes.
strength? Because
It's
I was
a
going to say,
new day.
yeah, because I was going to say that would be pretty messed up if I could just like feed into like rolling 20s
Yeah.
for my
The never-ending.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
never-ending strength.
New day, your dice reset.
All right,
And we do get +1 because of the delicious food last night.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then,
14! Finally a good one.
and yeah,
Woo!
you guys didn't have to roll. No, we all had to roll. Yeah, to get okay.
I only got a 6, but that's fine.
this one I got 11,
I got an 11 as well.
Nice.
so I get a bonus.
Yeah,
to
you get a
it?
bump
I gotta
into the-
keep my strength.
Yeah.
I want to be super strong for a while.
I got the D20 int.
Nice.
D20.
Oh my God.
You got like the smart guy over here, and this is the
You got Big Brain Babu,
Big Brain Babu and
the
Muscle
big
Bound Jake.
Big Brawn Jake.
What'd you get?
No, I got a 6.
Oh,
That's fine.
you're normal. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
You guys do your condition check. You guys are feeling, some of you are feeling really good. Arthur's just, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my sleep interrupted
But
by this beautiful moment with old Sheldon.
Sheldon the Elder.
Shell-ter.
I see what you did there.
Okay, so he's settled into, and what do you guys do?
So does he hunker back down like we
Yeah.
can't see his bits and bobs?
You can't see his legs.
His head's still out?
Yeah.
Was it out the whole time and we just never noticed?
Yep.
I wasn't sure if he would like retract into his shell.
No. He's
Probably
waiting for you to
didn't
get
need to.
off.
Jake gets off.
We do
Yep.
that.
You all get down. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get down. Thank you again, Mr. Turtle.
And
Jake waves at the turtle. Like,
And I'll give him the second honey. Because I promised. I shook it in front of him. I don't want to just,
Yeah.
act like I
Tease him.
didn't, act like I don't remember.
sure. So you walk up to him and give the jar of honey out. He'll pop out his huge tongue. Nah.
Yep, I'll get a leaf. I'll just smear all the honey on, and I'll smear it on his tongue.
All right, and the same thing happens again, where he retracts his tongue, eyes close, and the shiver,
All right,
and
you
all
enjoy
these
that ride.
pheasants just burst up into the air as like his whole shell shakes. And on that, we will end this session. If you've been enjoying Shapeshift, please leave a rating or review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your shows. Sharing what you like about this show and talking about it with others is also super helpful and appreciated. Plus, I would like to see your thoughts and comments as well, which you can share with me on Twitter, tagging either ShapeshiftCast or Rocket Orca. Shapeshift is a member of the Geekspective Network. There's also a lot of other shows you can find me on at geekspective.com. There's Red Mage, Blue Mage if you like Magic the Gathering, Party Like It's the Greatest Year in Film if you enjoy movies from 1999, and Tales from Moxbury, an actual play which is also streamed on the Don't Split the Podcast Network's Twitch channel every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come find news about it and other projects on my Twitter at Rocket Orca. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in 2 weeks. This episode was edited by Rudy Basso. You can find Rudy on Twitter at Rudy Basso. That's RUDYBASSO. Thanks, Rudy.